Okay, hello, hello, hello. Come clean with Una. Today I'm cleaning my. I put on this other glove. Mm, my nose started itching. Um, Typically I have everything um sorted out. So first up, I use this. This smells amazing, and also I use it like sometimes I spray it on my floor when I vacuum. You can get this at the $1.25 Century. It's $3, and they also have the refill one for $5. Smells amazing. Come in two flavors: eucalyptus and make sure I say that right, and lavender. So, Eau du Bain. Okay, love the way it smells. Okay, smells amazing. I use this $1.25 Century. I love it because it has bleach in it too, and I use bleach. Okay, so I'm about to toss this out because I already have two more. So I use Ajax for the walls, in the shower, and in the tub. Okay, I put a little bit of the this soap. It doesn't have to be this kind, to be any kind. In my sink, tub, and toilet. I use this for my toilet. Okay, or whatever you choose. I'm just showing what I use. Everything that I show, I purchased at the $1.25 Century, and also I put some this in my toilet, this, this, and I spray this because it has bleach or whatever down the base and around the floor and the handle, the flush, and the top of the toilet. No, all this is not concocted together. It has smoke. The smell is not like overbearing to where you feel like it's about to explode. No. So, come clean with me today, okay? I'm gonna take all this stuff. I'm gonna spray a little bit more here because I just want to. And I don't care if I spray it on the floor because I'm gonna mop my floor anyways. Did I say that? Honey, boom. I spray around the base and everything. The handles, bleach, bleach, bleach. I already done pre-did it. I'm just showing you what I do. I had this soaking ever since this morning. I'm just saying, like, I've been had this stuff on here soaking since about 9:30 this morning. I've been supposed to done start, but I didn't. Put it on the top. To make it easier. And just because I also use this for my toilet. Okay, I'm just gonna put a tad bit because germs, honey, boom. I don't put it in the toilet. I put it around, so it's not like, ooh, you touched it with your hands. I'll put this nozzle in there. No. Okay, so let's get this on the road. I always like to start with my sink gloves. I'm gonna close the door because I got my birds in there. And honey, like I said, this water can get all on the floor. I don't care as long as I don't fall, okay? As long as I don't fall. So, I was taking care of some business this morning, and I said, girl, get your butt up. I use a regular washcloth, but what I do is throw it away when I'm finished. I have one for the sink and the tub and one for the toilet, and I trash them. I trash them when I finish. I Show y'all. This lady woman mad. Now she had. I could be a little bit starting to think I have OCD in a sense. Not the severe part of it, but honey, let me tell you. Whew. Okay. Move my tripod that I have over here in this corner. Get the walls, the base, and everything. Honey, boom. That's what I said. Okay. Clean with me. I'm a mean machine. Oh, have a good day, everyone. I hope you all. I just got finished speaking to my oldest daughter. I have 3 daughters and 1 son, and I have 5 grandchildren. So I have 9 kids. 9 kids. Why? Because I said so, and I take care of them. You know, one would probably say, this woman got to be pulling my leg. Well, you know what? I ain't pulling no leg. I take care of 9 people. Well, 10. Of course, myself. And so I was just sharing with my daughter, my oldest daughter. My son's the oldest, but she's the oldest one, the daughter of mine. So I have 3 daughters and 1 son. Anywho, all of them are grown. And now I'm taking care of. It was kind of an emotional topic. Sometimes us as parents, we don't tell our kids enough that we appreciate them, we love them, especially when they become an adult, okay? Because sometimes people, you know, we don't tell our grown children, I'm so proud of you. We don't. They need to hear things too. And the reason why I say it's an emotional thing, she's such a, to me, and in God's eyes too, a blessing, and she's a good child. Mm-hmm. Some kids can really take the attributes or have attributes of their parents. And I see the same way that I am as a person, which is a good person. And I won't call myself anything less than that because I know I'm a good person. As I stated yesterday, I am not going to mess up my credentials. I got to spray you down too, baby. I'm talking about the mirror. To jeopardize losing any income, meaning, like, say for instance, you know how you can have a hustle? I have a permanent one if I choose to. But at this point in time in my life, I don't choose to use it. One will probably say, ain't you struggling? What is struggling? Okay? I'm not struggling, but I'm struggling because when you have mouths to feed, other than yourself, sometimes that allows you to say, oh my goodness, it's too much for me. It's too much. And I say I take care of 9, actually 10, because I take care of my kids and my grandchildren and myself. And I ain't putting up this big persona as to say, like, for nobody to feel sorry for me. So what I was saying is, I told my daughter, my oldest daughter, it's okay to talk about what you're going through. It's okay if you have to ask for something from time to time. It's okay. I think that has been one of my problems because sometimes I don't even think it's a prideful thing. I just think I'm like that because I try to And you're not gonna catch me contradicting myself. I try to, that's all we can do, make sure that the things it's about hot in here, y'all. Hold on. I got this door closed. Ooh, if y'all hear some chirping, I'm sorry, it's live, like I keep saying. I try to make my life comfortable for me. I think I do a pretty good job. I'm over here at the tub area, and I don't know if you see my tush or not, but I hope not, because I could put it on the floor. You still hear me talking. I try not to put myself in a situation to where I had before, yes. But also, I don't want to do that no more. I don't want to struggle like I've had other people, and I take accountability for it, take me down and through there. And I say sometimes in life, we go through things and we don't want to. Like right now, just saying, I'm raising my grandchildren. And I'm not going to say that that's a bad thing, but I think what pisses me off is my age and where I should be in my life. I say things very careful because, like I said, I don't want to get too contradicting. But when it's dealing with a child, as I stated, I'm mandated in the state where I live at to do child care, register child care. I have the same number. Anybody can look it up, but I'm not giving it out right now because it ain't like somebody wanting some child care. But if somebody was to ask me, could you watch my child? And I come to them and say, do you get any like assistance, like food stamps or medical or anything? Or even if you don't, it's just to help you with the child care expenses, like child care, right? And a lot of people know when you file your taxes, you get it back. So that's the reason why I state things that I state sometimes. And one will probably not understand. Again, I'm in here cleaning my bathroom. I'm over here to the shower area, but I don't want to have my butt all up in there. And I'm cleaning my walls to the shower now. And I talk about the things because it's my life, okay? It's something that I've done, like childcare, babysitting, daycare, PCA, personal care aide, CNA work, certified nurse's assistant I am. And so I have never messed up my credentials. Now I'm gonna tell you about the CNA part. I injured my back lifting a client, okay? This is something I'm saying, because like I said, I ain't trying to be contradicting and saying things, and then somebody said, oops, did she just say this? She said this? No, honey, boom, I'm not that person. That's not my segment. And I'm pretty sure a lot of people see some messiness stuff that's going on this platform, and you can't help but to see it because it's viral. And I'm tired of seeing it. And the reason why I think I'm tired of seeing it, because it ain't just dealing with adults. There's kids involved. There's children involved. And how dare anyone, to bring a child into this world to abuse it in any shape, form, or fashion. One might say, I ain't abusing my kids. Yes, the hell you are. Because just because you're not, this is the thing. Abuse is not just physical. Abuse is not just physical. It's an emotional, psychological thing. Okay? I'm saying all this because I don't know if people know it either. October is, I'm going to talk about it more. I got this water going right now. I told everybody too that I'm rinsing my shower, the wall, and everything above. I'm rinsing it down now. That's what I'm doing. Okay, so bear with me. Okay. Okay. Okay, as I was saying, I was talking about abuse, children, and being that October is domestic violence, again, month. Everybody just think it's Breast Cancer Awareness Month. No, it's not. Okay. So, what I do after I rinse my tub, I rinse it several times, and then I wipe it down again. And it's also, I love for it to be, okay, I got you. Okay. So that's done, my tub. One thing I do is dry it. And I already did the base of it as well. And everything, so I'll get you right here. Ooh, I love a clean bathroom. I think that and my bedroom and kitchen, those three things, and of course my living room. But I'm talking about like the bathroom, one might call a bathroom. Okay, last thing up is my toilet. Like I said, I use a different cloth. I got the other one in the tub, and so I'm getting a new one now. I don't care. I just, here's the one for the toilet. Voila! Because I don't use the same one that I clean my tub out with, and it's over here. Here we go. This is the tub and the sink toilet. When I get finished with it, I throw them in the trash. So, I have all this stuff in my toilet, soaking, and what I'm doing now is I'm wetting it because let me see, what was I about to do? Oh, duh. Use my scrub brush, and also when I use the toilet scrub brush, I don't just sit back in that thing. No, not I. What I do is I scrub, scrub, scrub. Okay? And I'm scrubbing. I'm getting the underline of the toilet. Okay? And I do I call them crevices, back of the toilet. And I showed everything that I use. So honey, boom, even though I'm cleaning it and have all this amazing fragrance in the toilet, I got the brush in the tub, because I'm gonna redo the tub, because I rinses that brush out. Yes, I do. Did I say that? I'm that person. So, I love cleaning my bathroom. I love for my bathroom to be clean. And I'm so serious. I am serious. I cleans my handles. I cleans the board, base, or whatever you want to call it. And you know where you put the snap down for the lids and stuff? Honey, boom. I can show you better than I can tell you, okay? I can show you better than I can tell you. I truly mean that. I mean it. Did I say that? I mean it. Okay. I really washes my toes like I'm bathing it. I sure do. I take those caps down, the ones that's holding the toes down, honey, I go ahead and darn the tub. And you know what? I'm gonna do something different next time. Even though I use different washcloths to clean, but I just thought of something. I'm gonna do the tub last. And the reason being, that'll have you not, which I don't care, it ain't gonna take long, have to do it multiple times. That's why I say that. And I'm like, oh, okay, girl, you just came up with a brainstorm. And you get a stem today. When you think of something each day, small, big, or what, you get a reward from it. Yeah, you get a reward from it. You get what you call a brain stem, because you done thought of something amazing, okay? Amazing. So, that's stand up there. I am completely finished until I come back in here again. And I'm gonna wipe down. Now, this is something y'all gonna probably think is funny. Okay, here we go. Hold on, y'all. Have my gloves. I wash my gloves. Okay, I got my gloves off, and I clean my sink in the bathroom, or bathroom. I'm country, okay? And what I do is, I'm gonna mop, but not just yet. I'm gonna put it back on. So in the midst of that, y'all gonna think I'm funny when I think this. It smells amazing in here too, by the way. I washed my hands and I had on gloves. Yeah. I washed my hands and I have on gloves. So after I do my bathroom and I had gloves on, I still wash my hands. And this ain't just for no camera. Because sometimes you don't know if you have a little hole or something. Let me dry it. And then I'm going to finish running my mouth. Okay, so last thing I got to do is re-clean my bathtub because I said, excuse me, to myself, next time I'm going to do my bathtub last. I just thought of this today, y'all. And the reason why I say that is because I'm going to do my bathtub last because I put the scrubber that I cleaned the tub with, those knobs that you have on your toilet, the base, I take those off. I all up and through there, okay? I want to be funny, okay? And being that I spray all up and through there, that stuff is soaking on my tub, toilet, and sink since, Central Standard Time here, since 9:30ish this morning. And here it is, real talk, 12:16 Central Standard Time, real talk. And like I said, real talk. And so I said, damn, do your tub last, because I used 2 cloths. I showed it on the video. One is for the sink and tub, and the other one is for the toilet, okay? I'm that person. When I get finished, I throw it or them away, okay? No lie. How I look using a washing and to me, that's gross. Because don't you know, sometimes when you wash, those clothes don't be clean. Now, if you go to laundromat, some people can't, just have enough money to, just wash a load and dry. Or sometimes people take and wash and bring them home to air dry. Old school I am. I don't mind doing that. I done washed before, and the clothes, I dried them maybe twice, an hour. That's when they had a broken dryer, and they got brand new ones now here in the apartment complex which I live in. And also they have big tubs, like literally you put comforters in there, and I love that because typically they just the regular washers, and you might take your comforters and pillows and things like that to the cleaners or laundry facility or laundromat. So I use 2 washcloths, and I do not wash them to keep them. I'm doing a lot of face dressers. And so I'm going to go back to what I was talking about. I'm not all over the place. I just had to come out of the bathroom because the water was running. I was speaking about sometimes we need to tell our kids, the older ones that is, how proud of them you are. I was having a conversation with my I was kissing my granddaughter, but her too. I was about this. But anyhow, my daughter, my oldest one, I have 9 children. 5 and 4 is 9 all day long, right? Think about it. This one got to be. Okay, we're going to leave that there. I was giving her a lot of encouraging words, motivational words. And I don't like to always use an example of what I've been through, because at that moment, sometimes it's that time for them to shine or to let you know. You don't always have to be the center of attention telling someone what you've been through, but you can say this. This is what I told my daughter probably, 15, 20 minutes ago, okay? No, longer than that, because I've been on here 30. So I said an hour ago then, okay? Because I almost seem like I'm gonna lie. How this woman lying? She been on here 30 minutes, 20 minutes? No, about an hour ago. I am proud of you, baby. And I got emotional. Not in a sad way, in a joyful way. She's so like me, so like me. Quiet to herself, don't mess with no one. Just her energy is peaceful. So what I was saying to her was, Mama want to let you know something. And I felt the need to say it. And I tell my kids this from time to time, and it don't hurt for anyone to say it from time to time. But you don't have to make it a habit because you know you're not doing nothing. If I may have did anything to my children, if I may have done anything to my children, which in fact I know I haven't, but I just said this. I appreciate you for being there for me. I appreciate you for having my back. This is what I said to my daughter because she did. She did. Um, when I say sometimes I don't have no one to talk to, the only people I have for real, for real, for real, for real to talk to, I would say on a daily basis, being real, is my kids. This is not bashing a one. I have sisters. I have a dad. Me and my mom, I would have never been lonely if she was alive. She's not alive. My mom passed away January the 20th, 10 days before my birthday. My birthday is January 30th. And we laid her to rest. I don't like saying bury. Laid my mom to rest the day after my birthday. Mm-hmm. Her brother, which was older than her because she was the baby girl, passed away. We thought it was the day after we laid my mom to rest, which would have made it February the 1st, because January have 31 days. Mm-mm. He passed away the same day we laid my mom to rest. And I'm saying that to say, I miss my mom. I miss my mom. I wouldn't have never needed a friend. Never. The only friend I have is my children. I'm gonna put them first over anything first. I have my dad, he's still living. And I have my sisters. But on a regular daily basis, 30 days to 31 days, and if it's in February before the leap year, 28 days, I have my children. And leave it to be, it might be two contacting me in the same day, it might be all of them. But 9 times out of 10, 7 days a week, I'm going to hear at least from 2 to 3 of my kids, and I have 4 kids, my kids, 5 grandchildren, 9 children. Listen, pay attention. Why she keep saying that? I'm pretty sure a lot of people can read between the lines and smart. When you support anyone or take care of anyone financially, emotionally, physically, and when I say physically, like really interact, those are my kids. Okay, all of them. I do for all of them. I don't have no one to support my children. Say, for instance, if they need $3,000 and I have it, I've done that. Mm-hmm. And it took from me. But I got it back and it got taken again. And that's a new story in itself. I'm staying focused. So I told her this morning, Mama, love you. I said, sometimes we as of good people that's doing right. And I want to say this about myself. And I'm saying it for a reason. I have 2 birds that's in this house with me. And probably the Holy Spirit. God might be in here making me say this. And I'm not trying to be like comical, but I'm being humorous in a sense. If you in the house 5 days a week, I'm just saying, for instance, and you're not physically in contact with no one, you might hear the voice over, video chat or voice clips or text messages, because that's still communication. Why? Why? Oh, get it together. Why is it that people act as if you owe them something, you done something to them, they don't like you, they say they do, but deep down in their heart, they really don't. They just being a bunch of hogwash. I had experienced this year. Mm-hmm. And I was so proud of myself. You got to tell yourself that too, that I handled it in an adult way and not a childish way. I'm not ghetto. And I'm pretty sure, what is ghetto? Okay, what is ghetto? What particular race is ghetto? I don't want to say ghetto because I don't like using words like that. I can be that bougie person, I guess. Bougie is bad or whatever. But what is bougie? Everybody can sit up here and look at a person a certain way. Look at me right now and say, ooh, she look a hot mess. To me, I look beautiful. I'm clean. I just got my hair pushed back with this thing on it because I love wearing bands and head wraps, and my hair is colored, but also white. Got it twist up. I'm beautiful. But honey, let me have to go somewhere. I sell jewelry, okay? So that's not a problem. I got plenty of jewelry. Let me step out and go somewhere really sophisticated, elegant, or whatever you want to word it, okay? I got the attire for it. Shoes on down to the panties, the bras, okay? Socks, stockings. I don't need a girdle, okay? I'm a plus-size woman. Got beautiful clothes. My daughter, when she was staying here 2 years ago and last year, she stayed here for she stayed here, went, came back, stayed just for like, first time was 6 months, second time, a month, I think, because they had a place that just had to wait on them to do it all. But anyhow, she said, Mom, let me see some of your clothes and things that you have. And when I came out of my closet with some shoes, and I'm a tall individual, lady, woman, and she was like, oh my goodness. I used to have a complex when I was going to school because I used to play basketball. I see this fly, y'all. And wearing heels because I was tall. This is my mind when I was young. But hell, you look at these models and they in heels, long, sleek legs, or plus size women's too. Because all of us is beautiful. God made us uniquely and different. No better. If you want to say you better and not bitter, that's okay. But I'm not no better than the next person. I'm a different individual. And so I have things. And I tell my daughter this morning, I love you. I appreciate you. You have really had your mom's back. And I hurted her one time. Not physically, in an emotional way, because I was broken and lost. And my mind was discombobulated because losing my mom. I'm just putting it out there. I'm just saying. To the point, I went to the doctors the following month for a recheck. I think it was like 3 months ago, and my mom passed, and I think I had to go back like in February and March. And when I went in there, my doctor said, what the heck happened? Because I was getting myself together. I was feeling good, even though 3 years prior, my brother's life was taken. My only brother, my baby brother. That's what, along with my mom being sick, that still was a part of her death. And when my daughter come into play, I'm gonna get to it. In 2010, Her her husband now, he wasn't her husband at the time, my baby girl, she was still she finished high school 2010. She was 17. And I was going through um, marriage marital problems or issues, going through a divorce, getting ready to get a divorce, but separation, and had an expectate or restraining order on that individual, and I did not want to live in that house. I lived in the house. So me, my daughter, and her husband, we all found a place. It was a townhome, 3 bedrooms, 2 full baths, nice. Wash and dryer hook up, nice area, suburbs. And she said these words to me: I got you, Mom. How can I let her down for saying that? This is my oldest daughter and my baby girl. We all did it. My daughter, her husband, me, and my youngest daughter. She had a bill too because she had a job, and I gave her 2 bills: her cell phone and a water bill. I don't care if it was $50 a month or $30. She still had a responsibility, and she took care of us. The other 3 bills or whatever we may have, all 3 of us, me, my oldest daughter, and her husband, we split it 3 ways. Now, mind you, this is 2010, 2014, so we lived there about 4 years. 2014, when I lost my mom, as I was saying, I was so devastated. And fast forward, not trying to get into the business of it, we all had came together, my oldest daughter, her husband, and me, and we wanted to move. Their father was sick because he had strokes, and he was going to move. He's from Daytona Beach, Florida, and he was going to move to Florida, and we moved too. So we was all excited, but we moved to Jacksonville, which was, I think, less than an hour from Daytona. Okay, he ended up not moving because of the situation that happened, but we did. We left April the 29th, 2014. I paid, the only thing I paid for was my plane ticket, and my daughter paid an extra 100 so I can fly first class with them. When we got there, she had everything arranged. I mean, she's so professional. We already had the hotel. We had the hotel we lived at. It was by the airport. They had the shuttle that take you right to it because it was one of those hotels just for tourists. Locals couldn't stay there. It was nice. They served breakfast. Um, okay, it was just breakfast. They served breakfast, and when I say breakfast, it wasn't like no donuts, coffee. It was like cereals for oatmeals, muffins, and bagels. Oh, I was obsessed with bagels and coffee and juice and whatever else, eggs and sausage and bacon, etc. A lot of stuff. I was so hurt, confused, and I hurt my baby. And me and her had some words. We did, but it wasn't like aggressive. It was an emotional words. I left July the 8th. Mind you, like I said, I left to go there April 29th. So I was there May, June, July, about 3 months. It was a reason, but I still felt like I hurt my daughter because she was trying to help me. We talked about it. It ain't like us holding grudges or anything like that. I had to, and I done it because I felt I needed to. I don't care if she's younger than me. I don't care if she's my child. It's about respect, morals. Okay. And I felt that I lied to her. Okay, I'm not gonna leave that out because I left because of a man. Two, mhm, to go to Florida, and I came back not with no intentions to be with him. Oh no, 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 that was the truth. But I told her I had a plan, and I'm not trying to make no excuses up. I had triggers of being abused in a relationship, other times, and everything that was crumbling down on me with losing my mom. Me and my mom talking phone every day, every day. I don't care. She was like reporting to me like I was her mom. She would come from dialysis and she would say she had renal failure, which is kidney failure, and my mom was on dialysis for over 10 plus years, and she went faithfully. Even when she got sick, she went to a hospital that did oh, I was going to say kidney transplant. Um, Dialysis. That's the word I'm trying to say. I miss my mom. I'm the second oldest, but I'm very responsible. I have always been. But I still had to apologize to my daughter because I ended up coming back to a world of hurt, sadness, and I got broken and I got lost and I got pulled down and I felt like I was drowning. And I felt this way, I will really honestly say from 2005, but really bad in 2011 to 14 because of my mom and my brother. I felt like I was supposed to come back. My older sister, I'm the second, we 10 months apart. She lived in San Diego, and I felt like I'm just saying it's true. Like I was the mom. And lo and behold, I came back to my youngest sister, her oldest daughter, three of her grandbabies, the youngest one, because she has a grandson that's oldest, and uh, her son's girlfriend getting killed. 2014, December, okay? The same week, my brother that was murdered, daughter was murdered. Now, I'm about to tell you something that's going to blow your mind. My mom used to stay on 19th and Monroe. She was found 20 something in Monroe, and my brother was murdered 80 something in Monroe. Live, murder, murder. Okay? All three of them gone. So there was two nieces and two great nieces and a great nephew that same week. Ooh. My sister's daughter, she had a daughter and two sons. This is another sister, but they're younger than me, has said, and I know why she said it. I want someone to be there for my mom and help my mom because I don't want to lose my mom. And mind you, this was December of 2014. Let me get my years together. My mom passed away January of 2014. My dad's brother passed away April to May of 2014. I'm finding all this stuff up, so that's why I'm saying it too. 2015, I took all of that into consideration of losing loved ones, okay? So from 2011 until 2018, my whole family has been torn upside down with deaths. Murders and deaths, okay? Okay, losing loved ones and murder. I start going over my sister's house, disclaimer, not putting her name on here and not trying to put her on blast. Because I took in consideration what her daughter said. She didn't know this. I was going to visit. I would start off the day, go home, go on the weekend. Then I start staying the night. And eventually I moved in. I was staying with my baby girl when I came back from Florida. And I felt like I gave up on my kids, but I was saving my sister too. I lived with my sister 2 years and about 3 months. She didn't know I had intentions on doing this. I stayed with her maybe 3, maybe 4 months. Let's get this ball game on the road. Let's get it to going. Meaning I was helping her on her journey. This was 2015 until 2017. 2016, my friend I went to elementary, middle school, junior high, and grade school and high school, if I didn't say that. Get up, Felicia. Elementary, grade school, middle school, junior high, and high school, senior school. I said it like that because some people call it different things, right? And I'm that person. So I got in contact with her because she had gotten a Facebook account. She didn't have one until 2016. And she started coming. She came and got me for where we live, which was about an hour away. I stayed the weekend, ended up going back another time. I stayed a week, and then I went down there and I stayed 30 days. I mean, I had a ball. We went to a black and white party. Every night I cried. She didn't know this. I eventually told her maybe 2 years after that I cried every night. I cried myself to sleep. I cried every night. But in the midst of that, I had somebody that was, this is crazy here, that was related to her. And she didn't know this, and she did not hook up. Let me tell you, look at God, that helped me through this process. And I'm talking about help, not manipulating me. And besides, didn't know what I was going through. But a person can feel, I'm not the one, especially if it's a relationship, I'm not the one badgering a relationship to another person. Because if I'm trying to heal from it, I want to move from it, I want to keep talking about the old stuff. But I was going through a lot, and I was in pain, crying, and everything. I mean, I was a wreck. Whoo! Jesus, please take the wheel. Right when I was starting to kind of somewhat feel better, took a toll for the worse again. My kid's father had had a stroke prior, and this was in 2000 and what was it, 11, 12? My second oldest daughter, which is the third child, she went to take care of her dad for about 3 years, I want to say, because she went to school, she's a medical assistant. She went, was hard. I can remember this because she went there when I moved to Florida. And it was like May of that year, but moved to Florida in April 29th. And so her dad passed away 2017. I'm pausing. Father's Day, June the 18th, 2017. And I said the other day, I still don't think I ever grieved it. I'm on because my kids. Whoo, Lord, take the wheel. And I ain't talking about like in a bad way. I'm talking about keep it straight for me. Focus. That was 17. And here I am, focusing, trying to keep it together, walking, exercising, losing weight. I fixed my debt. Yes, I fixed my debt to where the place I live in now, I was able to move in because they do a background. And at the time, hell, I owed quite a bit. So serious. I was able to focus by walking, eating healthier, and I wasn't avoiding the situation. I was just trying to stay focused so I could move forward and do something positive, okay? And I was starting to feel good. Didn't no one know I had found a place until I moved here. I mean, the date that I was supposed to move in here. Farms like helping me look and taking me around. I did this on my own. And I did it over the phone. Only thing I did was got a ride there from a lady that used to be my daughter's neighbor. She didn't even know. She took me to the place, but she didn't know I was trying to get a place. As far as you know, I could have been trying to look for work. That's why I said it like that. One would probably say, well, she took you there, so she knew. No. Also was looking for work too. Receptionist, I've done that too before. I'm a jack of all trades. So when I found this place, had all the money with $300 to pay so I can move in. I was able to get a credit card, and I think the credit card was $400. I maxed it out, paid that back, so I can pay that remaining balance of what I owed. I've been here in this place since May the 3rd, 2018. The same niece that said, I want somebody to help my mom. 4 months later, went missing. Went missing. It's a gruesome story behind that too, because I don't want to discuss that because of the case, but she went missing. The same niece that said she wants someone to help her mom, which was in 2014. And I went to a recap. I don't get caught up in what I'm saying. She said this in 2014. I went to stay with my sister. It was either February, March of 2015. She didn't know nothing. So this is like 3 years prior. Move fast forward, 2018 from 2015. She was murdered. My whole world, because my sister, child, and the one I raised, my sister. I raised two of my sisters and my brother. Okay? I'm talking about take care of them. I'm talking about live with me. I took care of them. They lived with me. Between all of this, how is one's mind supposed to be right? So we're going to move fast forward 2 years, 2020, June, July of 2020. My old doctor had retired. I had him for since 2011. So that's 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 29 years. And then getting a new one because he retired. And I went to a follow-up appointment. My new doctor was there, and I introduced myself. He introduced himself. I told him a little bit about myself. And I sat there and told him, I'm tired of being fat. This is my words. I ain't making fun of no one. These are the words I said that came out of my mouth. I started crying because I guess everything that was on my shoulders was coming out. My sister, older sister, was sick. I got that fly, y'all. I got it. And me and her 10 months apart. Not saying that I have any issues. I had real bad high blood pressure problems at one time because of stress and eating. I was an emotional eater. Thank God, and I give him all the praises. I don't have to take no blood pressure pill now. I'm not the weight that I want to be, but I'm heading in that direction. I lost 116 pounds, gained 20 of it back last year, which was 2022. Lost it back. So altogether, I probably done took off now 120, 21 pounds because, as I said, I got back to 116. I'm going back to the doctor. I write things on my calendar. I have the scale. And since I went back to my doctor about 2 weeks ago, I'm on a weight loss pill, okay? I'm not having no surgery. I've been on it before, but I gave myself 8 months. I figured out yesterday. 8 months and I haven't been on it, so I got back on it because it was doing something for me. But my weight was at plateau. No. I wear big clothes. Yes, I probably have some loose skin, but behind these clothes, I'm small. My face is narrow. I got some before pictures, okay? And I have them in my phone still, and it has the date. You know, when you take pictures in your phone, it still has the date. Leave it be if it was yesterday, whatever. In 2019, that's the weight that I started at. Might have been higher because I did dirty keto. Excuse me. And I did that. I took off 40 pounds, but life got stressful again. Sometimes things is testimonies. A test, and it doesn't mean a bad test. Everything is not, oh Lord, God sure is testing me. The devil sure is busy. Maybe God is the one that's busy. Maybe he's working on you. Maybe he's tired of you being in that place, okay? And he don't want you to be in that place no more. So you got to work at it. Leave to be crawling and all, okay? And I have. And for whatever reason, it seemed like when I'm pulling myself out and feeling good, see, here he is. I said I'm getting on here to talk. This is not a counseling section, but it's venting, getting it out, talking, and sharing, okay? This ain't me sitting on the couch talking to a psychologist. And I don't need that. Have I? Oh, hell yeah, and I will. Not because of me, but see, sometimes we got to say it was because of you when you allow things to happen. Ooh, when you allow someone to do something to you and you constantly put up with it and deal with it, it's your fault too. It's a damn shame you have to go through it, but you got to take accountability for it. That's what I'm saying. I'm just that real person, and that's where the healing starts. Okay, you're going to talk about it, and you're going to talk about it, but you ain't going to do nothing about it and be about it. If you tired of somebody cussing you out, being mean, rude, that's why I've been talking about bullying too, by the way. I was bullied. And as I said yesterday, I'm a registered child care provider and a registered certified nurse's assistant. I don't have to lie. I got documents. I'm registered in the state I live in. I was a foster mom. So that's that. Since I've been registered for child care, it's a difference for license. I'm in the system. So say, for instance, if I somebody next door and say, I need a babysitter. And I asked her, because the girl did, do you get food stamps? Are you fixed income? Or just work? So that, I guess you could call that fixed income. And she applied for child care. Of course, you get it back on your taxes, claiming your child and child care expenses. She could say she know me, and I would have to get an FBI screening, fingerprint, and TB skin test, which is tuberculosis. And it's going to come back nothing, okay? But I'm still getting ran through the system. FBI, okay? I went to get my fingerprint, and the woman looked at my hands. She looked at my hands. And she said, "Oh my goodness, I can be dramatic, but I can also be a Hollywood star." My sister tell me all the time, "Girl, I'm gonna take you to Hollywood because you go sleep just like that." But I'm not lying. Okay, so she said, I'm like, "Well, okay, what the heck is going on?" In my mind, I said out loud. She said, "Your hands are so clean, you better not do nothing." That's what that lady said to me. I had to get the fingerprint, FBI screening, background check. hmm And I also had to get a local check or whatever. And anyone that lived in my house over 18, they had to do it too. Okay. hmm My daughter, the guy I was talking to, my other daughter and her husband, all of us. And I had to have it in my records. Think it's a joke? It's the truth. I'm not messing that up for no one. I don't really want to do that now. Um, but as I said, if it's a backup thing and I really have to, because mm, I don't want to do that. I've been babysitting and taking care and raising ever since I was 10. Yes, 10. hmm 10 years old. Cleaning, going over my auntie's house, me and my older sister, watching her 4 kids, which is our cousin, on the weekend. Okay? 10 years old. hmm So my sister had to be 11 because we 10 months apart. But I'm raising grandchildren. Huh? So as I was telling my daughter this morning, my oldest one, and then I'm gonna get off here because I've been on here a long time running my mouth, but it's the truth. God see what we're doing. He already know what you need. I don't like to procrastinate. And have I ever? I probably have. But I want him to bless me with two things. Actually three. First off, good health. Because I want to be in good health, sane mind. So that's dealing with health. So I can proceed to do what I'm doing for my family, my immediate family, my grandchildren, my children, and my dad. I'll put him in there. As I stated, my dad's alive. He's a good person, live in a different state, town, and I love him to death. Okay, that's all I can say. I miss him. Nothing bad to say. And if I had something bad to say about my dad, is that why did you work so hard? No, I wouldn't even say that. My dad was a hard working man. He worked for Santa Fe Railroads, and then the 19 months before he retired, he went to Burlington Railroad because they bought Santa Fe out, and he had to retire in Lincoln, Nebraska, because that's when he had to move there. My dad did not like it. I talked to him every day, or at least 4 to 5 days out of the week, because there's 7 days in a week. And he shared a lot of things with me. I went down there. He gave me his truck because he had purchased another one. That's a whole thing in itself. And somebody did something mean about that, but that's the whole story in itself. A lot of mean things happened to me. And you ain't gonna hear no 2 or 3 years down the road that I did something mean to someone. I did something probably one time. Does it make me right that I did it? No, it don't. And I asked God a million times over to forgive me. And I'm not ashamed to say what I did. This girl took my kids, or not kids, my son at the time, because I had one, two. He was 2 years old, and her daughter was 2 years old too. I babysat for her. She was a person that liked to cheat, mess around. Her husband was in the army, so was mine. Our husband was in the field. She worked, she got a job, and I babysat for her. I knew who she was, through the military, wives and husbands and stuff. And she had a little girl, I had a boy. And she used to like going to party and all that. Okay. As long as you know to pay me. The day that she got paid, she called me and told me, I got paid today. She did say that. but I'm not going to be able to pay you. And I had her child still. Because she said she put her check in her desk drawer, locked it, and someone stole it. Okay, first off, did the lock get broken? She didn't say that. I believe she lied because she was kicking it, but she also was with me, and so they might have been paying for the whatever. And she had some Avon money. I'm just being honest, y'all. You use my baby's Pampers. I'm feeding my child's food. I'm doing all this. I'm 24 hours. Yes. When I say 24 hours, when you bring your child over, you get off work and you don't pick her up, she stays the night. And I did something I wasn't proud of. Not to the child. Oh, no, 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 no. I took some money from her. I'm just going to put it out there. Yes, I did. Yes, I did. Yes, I did. Am I proud? Mm-mm. That I did that? Mm-mm. No. But I did it because at that moment I was young. I was what, 19? No, wait a minute. If he's 2, so I was 21. That still ain't no excuse. And God seen what I did. It still don't make me right. But you played me. That's probably the worstest thing I've done. I was a good mom. So that's why, wrapping it up, recap. I told my daughter I loved her, I appreciate her, I prayed for her. She's good. Things happen in life. Um, she's helped me. My daughter used to literally help me, like when I was mentally messed up from being in an abusive relationship, mentally, not physical, because ain't nobody gonna put their hands on me like that. And if you do, I'm not that one gonna stay with you, but not physical. Mental abuse. My daughter helped me. And I just told her that to make her feel good, and also because not like make her feel good like that. I'm talking about to make her feel good, to acknowledge what she's done for me. And we need to take the time to do that. So I'm gonna end this live on this note. Always be you, do you, for you, and love you. Ohana's, meaning family. We are family, and we gotta love each other. We do. See you soon.